And of course, as the Democrats make their case inside the United Center here in Chicago, former President Donald Trump and his running mate, J.D. Vance, Senator of Ohio, hit the battleground state of North Carolina. That was yesterday. And Donald Trump used the occasion to respond to the pointed criticisms made by the former president and First Lady Barack and Michelle Obama.
You know, they always say, sure, please stick to policy, don't get personal. And yet they're getting personal all night long, these people. Do I still have to stick to policy?
We also heard from Senator Vance. He spoke one-on-one with our colleague, CBS Evening News managing editor, Norah O'Donnell. And this was right after Governor Walz finished his speech last night. Norah asked for his response to the claim from Governor Walz about the Trump agenda.
If Donald Trump returns to the White House along with you, quote, they'll jack up costs on middle-class families. They'll repeal the Affordable Care Act. They'll gut Social Security and Medicare, and they'll ban abortion across America. Is that correct?
No, not at all, Norah. In fact, I think it really just is fundamentally incompatible with the record. Look, Kamala Harris has proposed giving Medicare to illegal aliens. That would bankrupt that program and throw an entire generation of America's seniors into poverty. And it's so bizarre, Norah, for Tim Walz to say that Donald Trump wants to deliver rising prices for the middle class. What I would have loved to hear from Tim Walz is, here is what Kamala Harris has already done to lower the price of housing or to lower the price of groceries. Here's what Kamala Harris has already done to ease the suffering of people who have not done well under this economy. He can't say that, which I think is a huge indictment of Kamala Harris's leadership.
There are reports that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is planning to drop out of his race for the presidency and would endorse Donald Trump. Is that an endorsement you'd welcome?
Oh, I would certainly welcome it, Norah. You know, I grew up in a family where we were mostly blue dog Democrats. We were Kennedy Democrats. I think, unfortunately, a lot of old school Democrats feel like the party has left them behind. Robert Kennedy saying that Donald Trump actually represents and fights for American workers and the American middle class. I think it's a great endorsement for the president to have. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but I'd certainly welcome it and encourage RFK to join the team.
Last night, Michelle Obama delivered quite a speech here at the Democratic National Convention. She took a number of swipes at President Trump. She said that Trump has a limited, narrow view of the world that made him feel threatened by the existence of two hardworking, highly educated, successful people who happen to be black. What did you make of Michelle Obama's speech?
Look, I admire Michelle Obama as a person, but I think that rhetoric's just totally uncalled for. Donald Trump has actually been a great ally of Americans, rich or poor, black or white. He caused rising wages for the American middle class, and he's actually had a lot of success in the black community in this country. I don't think Donald Trump is threatened by anybody because of their skin color. I think that he's really worried about the future of this country and what's happened under Kamala Harris's leadership.
She did also say that when there was some confusion or perhaps criticism of Donald Trump talking about black jobs, she did say the presidency is a black job. What did you make of that?
Well, look, I think the presidency, obviously, it's gone to a lot of white people and some black people, too, and that's just fine. I think we should elect our president not based on skin color, but on merit and on who's going to do the best job. What I really dislike about a lot of the rhetoric coming out of the Democratic Convention is, on the one hand, you see speakers say that they believe in unity. On the other hand, they're attacking Donald Trump and the people who voted for him. They're saying that Donald Trump dislikes people because of skin color, when in reality, Donald Trump dislikes Kamala Harris's policies because those policies have led to a lot of suffering. From a wide open southern border to rising housing costs, we could do so much better if we had better leadership.
All right. I'm still stuck by the phrase, some black people, because last time I checked, John, you're the historian at the table, there's only been one.
You don't have to be burdened with brilliance to know that there was only one.
Okay.
Which is why I can agree with you.
Just making sure it wasn't just me.